Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is the next episode of Shovel Knight, and last time we no. Oh, I'm hitting A. I'm stupid. But last time we beat the guy. Halt! No weapons. It's just a shovel. Poor guy. This is the guy. Hail, traveler. I'm but a simple bard, but I have a big problem. I've lost all my music sheets. My entire repertoire lies scattered across the land. If you ever find a music sheet, return it to me and I shall reward you handsomely. Whoa, you have 2 music sheets? Magnificent. Take 500 gold. Yeah, see, you get a crap ton of money for this. Let's see here. Oh, you found... Okay, just... And now, now that we... Ooh. And now that we have these, now that we have these things, we can listen to the tunes of Shovel Knight. Stop talking to me now. Alright, and if we come up here, we got this woman. Bring a meal. I think this guy gives us meal tickets. This guy costs 1,000 per meal ticket. But if we take this, what the hell was that? I just heard this really weird noise, and I'm just gonna. I heard it again. I'm actually like having a panic attack. But you know what? Whatever. We got a meal ticket. All right. And she'll cook us up something good. Look at that. Ain't that beautiful? What is that? That looked like a scorpion. That probably wasn't too good to eat. But you know what? Increase my life, so I'll take it. And now it costs cheats. That's a lot of money. That's a lot more than we have. Well, no, we have that much, but that's not what I mean. Alright, we can't buy magic, so I'm just gonna ignore him and let's head down. If we got this, I'm not gonna talk to them. Hell no. The music is still playing. Come up here, we got another music sheet. So, hey, look at this. Actually, yeah, let's take a look. So, these are actually pretty good. We'll buy this. Fishing rod's good. And, I'll... Sure. Sure. Alright, so how do you access your items? Oh, there we go. But yeah, we got items. So we got the fishing rod, and if we equip that, now we have a fishing rod, and it's actually a good item. It lets you fish out stuff from the voids lying across the land. I'll hold this. I'm just gonna take this from you really quick. No, I'll just wait for her to go back. But basically, there's a secret up there too. If you dig this up, you can press her. So I'm all about impressing. Alright, so now that this person's walked over here, we can jump on her, walk up here, get this chest, and there's a music note lying right over there. I'm talking like I'm doing a walkthrough, but hell if I know how to play this game. Alright, so we got 2 levels that we can visit, or we could go to the Troupple Pond. I don't know how to pronounce that. And we can't go any further because we need to beat their stages in order to get rid of those locks. So let's go after King Knight. That's his name, I think. Jesus, this music. I forgot who composed it. The name is right on the tip of my tongue, but I just can't remember. Either way, you did a great job. What was I gonna talk about? Oh yeah, I remember the last episode I cut off a subject early that I was meaning. What was I gonna? I was gonna talk about 2016 because it's coming out in January, but the time of recording this is New Year's Eve, so yeah, New Year's Eve. I probably shouldn't have said that, because depending on when this goes up, that could either mean I'm very quick or very lazy. But if we fish down here, just wait a minute. Just give it a minute. When that note appears, you can get a money fish, and he gives you lots of money. So that was pretty good. No, but 2016 was I don't know. Jesus, sorry about that. If you heard that, I gotta fix my mic because I accidentally hit it and knocked my pop filter out of the way. But 2016 for me was just a weird year. That's the best way of describing it. I don't really. My memory is like actually garbage. I'm not kidding with that. I might have some problems, but like I don't remember the majority of what happened this year. But I remember it. Just in general, it was weird. It felt different, and that's probably because every year I'm like, man, this is the year where I can finally start like actually thinking about what I do, you know. And I've probably been able to think about what I do for like the past, like, I don't know, 2 to 3 years, but I never think of it that way because I don't remember thinking about, you know, stuff that I think about nowadays. The whole sentence probably made no sense, but you know what, I'm rolling with it. But basically what I mean is that like every year feels weird because it feels like I can finally, as weird as it is, when you're a child you can't like control yourself. Like you control yourself, but that's not who you are today. So it feels like that's not really you, and you consider, at least I do, consider that to not be me, even though it was. I consider it to be a past self of me. It's probably getting way too confusing and complicated. But I consider it to not be me, and I consider myself now to be me, even though back then, a couple years ago, I did consider that me to be me. But nowadays, I wouldn't say that. What the hell am I even talking about? Oh yeah, but like I'm confusing myself here. So if you're confused, you're not alone. The person saying all this nonsense is confused too. Oh, I missed it. But you can't jump up there. You gotta jump on those guys. But like every year feels weird because it feels like, oh yeah, I can finally control my thoughts, yay, my actions. But you know, it doesn't feel like that. Really, I'm just lying to myself. But this year was really weird. Like for no reason weird. Just like a bunch of stuff happened. Like like before summer this year feels like it wasn't this year. It feels like it was another lifetime. Even though in reality it was probably not that big a deal. But I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm confused now. Please help. Send help. Oh, in the village or out in the field, I have all the deals. You're not gonna believe what I just found in this chest. Wanna see? Yeah, so we can buy items from this guy. I find it pretty funny because sometimes in stages you'll find these random useless objects, but then later you'll meet him, Chester, I believe that's his name, and he'll be like, I want that useless piece of junk, and then he'll trade you for a really good weapon. Crap, I thought I was gonna die right there. But yeah, that's pretty cool. This whole game is cool. It's like, I don't know, I could talk about that. Video games this year were, you know, pretty shitty, but I guess that's to be expected. Every year we have shitty. Speaking of which, No Man's Sky, Jesus Christ, that was probably, I feel like most people had their expectations set low, but for me, I was way too excited for that. Like literally, when they delayed it, when I was so excited for the release on June 21st, because I was like, oh man, school's gonna end and summer's just gonna start and I'm gonna play with all my friends and we're gonna be doing all this awesome stuff in No Man's Sky. Because me and this other kid, he has a YouTube, I don't know. God damn it, what the hell is wrong with me? Anyways, me and this other kid were so excited, and I told my other friends, and they were like, yeah, sure, I'll try it out. And then so we had this whole thing going. We were like, man, we're gonna be so awesome. We're just gonna fly around all the time, and you know, it just, what a flop. My God, what an actual flop. Probably it struck harder with me because my expectations were like through the roof at that point. At that point, I was like, this game better be Game of the Year 2016. And then again, a lot of the games that I thought were gonna be like that weren't. Like, looking back at my Uncharted review, I probably said this in an earlier video, one of my old episodes, where I was constantly tired and the heat made me exhausted. Dude, that's why I sounded so like tired in those episodes. The heat, it got to me, because I closed my door, and back then, Jesus Christ, it was like an oven. It was an oven in September or October or whenever I recorded those. It was an actual oven. Like, I felt. Are you kidding me? I felt like I was a turkey being crammed in there for Thanksgiving or something. But because I have to close my door, or else there'll be massive echo. And even when I didn't have my door closed, the heat, man. And my basement doesn't have air conditioning, so like I have to deal with it. I just have to suck it up, and that ain't no fun. Like it might be torture. It's a very minuscule form of torture, but I just couldn't, like, the heat got to me. That point when the heat gets to you and you just start feeling exhausted and your mind doesn't work the way you want it to, and you just start acting weird. That's what happened to me. Except that I was sitting in there and I was doing 30-minute recordings, and I'm like, what the hell is wrong with me? If I was dying from heat, how did I even function? It's not like I drink that much water, so to top it off, I was dying of dehydration. Maybe not actually dying, but just like it wasn't helping. That's what I'm trying to say. And so all these things combined, just looking back on those episodes, I kind of want to delete them because they're really shitty. But I mean, you know, I want to keep them up there just to preserve those terrible memories. Really bad memories, huh? I'm talking. Anyways, what was I gonna talk about? Oh yeah, video games. I'm just getting so off track. I can't even focus on a single subject. Oh, come on, I hate that. Anyways, I don't know what else. I got mad at Color Splash. Color Splash wasn't that bad. That's probably the only good experience I had this year. I can't recall any other good experiences. You know, I got so fed up with all the bad games this year, or at least at the time, that I just went back and replayed old ones. I remember just like a month ago, I replayed GTA 5. That was great. And I also wait, no, there were good games this year. Final Fantasy came out, and that's not a bad game. I mean, it ain't great, but it ain't bad. So what can you say? I mean, you can't really complain, can you? Crap. Wait, no, I'm alright. I thought I messed it up. I was alright though. And Final Fantasy was good. I actually felt like I'm just doing mini reviews inside of this one, you know, game episode. It's good to know that I'm on track and focused. Anyways, Final Fantasy was good because it was the first game that felt human. Maybe Color Splash, I don't know. You know, that's kind of weird. The games that we thought were gonna be, you know, super amazing actually ended up being disappointed, and the games that we thought were gonna be utter trash were actually good. So much stuff happened this year. I mean, I can't recall it all. It's probably the first year where I feel like I can't recall it, but I just can't. Too much happened. I mean, what else can I say? Yeah, this like head thing here reminds me of Zelda 2, where you have to knock the heads off, and sometimes you'll get the red potions. Crap. At least the checkpoint is right next door, like literally. Anyways, yeah, those remind me of Zelda 2, where you can get like a red potion, or have to fight the knights. They have names, I just can't remember it. But I feel like, especially Nintendo, Jesus Christ, Nintendo, what the hell are you thinking? They're actually like really bad. I don't know who's coming up with those decisions, but I'm telling you, if they take down Mother 4, I might actually go to their offices and complain. I'm just gonna go up to the president of Nintendo and just slap him in the face. Just what the hell are you thinking? I mean, looking back, that's really harsh. Taking down a game. Nintendo, basically, the best way to describe how Nintendo treated it was Nintendo met some guy they didn't like, and so they brought him to near death. Whoops, I shot a fireball. Accident. They brought him to near death, and then as he's crawling away, like on the brink of death, just trying to escape and go to help, and Nintendo just walks behind them and watches, and then they just, like, right before he's about to get out, Nintendo just, like, kills him. That's the best way to describe it. I mean, that Pokemon game, 8 years... It wasn't that bad, you know. But that Pokemon game, 8 years in the making. It's like, I can't... 8 years feels so long, and then to just have all that work be brought to nothing, just like, that's the ultimate dickish move. You can't be worse than that. An interloper is in our midst. I can't read. Yeah, something. The woman gave him power, and he's mad because he's disrespecting him. No, but what was I gonna say? Nintendo, man. I couldn't imagine working 8 years on something and then having that project scrapped just last minute. I mean, sure, people still got to play it, but just like the people who you're trying to impress, you know, the people who you're trying to make a tribute to, and they don't want it. It's like making a card for somebody, like a handmade card, and then once you give it to them, they say, "What the hell is this?" and then grab it and just rip it. That'd be that's basically... Actually, no, that's not a good way of describing. A better way to describe it was, you're making a card for someone and it's handmade, but you use one of their pens, and they see you're using their pen and they grab what you're making and rip it up. That's the best way to describe it. You know, it's all because they have to use their characters. I mean, they aren't even making money. Nintendo just is too defensive. That's the problem. People there, I mean, they're idiots. That's the best way to describe it. They make good games, but they're idiots. So, I mean, you can't really do that much. But hopefully they get better in the future and learn the mistakes of their ways. Actually, let's just go take this guy on, and then we'll end the episode. This is going to be a semi-long one. 18 minutes. It's probably not too good. I know someone's hurting me, but I saw something was off in the recording, so I went to check it. I really hope that isn't what I thought it is, because I'm seeing, I use Elgato, and there are people I follow on Twitter who are saying all these horror Elgato stories, and I'm just sitting here with a heart attack, just like, please no, not me. I really hope it's not me. I swear to God. And it deals with the worst thing I could possibly think of, which is audio desynchronization. Is that even a word? I don't know. It's such an annoying task to fix, though. Anyways, we beat that guy, so as promised, this is the end of the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, hopefully you stick around for the next one. And so, until then, see you guys later. Good night.